Hello everyone and welcome back here at Tuning Dutchy. In case if you are new here to the channel, make sure you subscribe and make sure you like this video before you leave. Anyways, where I would like to talk with you guys about today is a little bit about the visual aspects on my DeWalt Matisse and some performance upgrades. Now, before I'm getting started, I want to tell you guys already before going into anything, don't get confused. I know this sounds almost impossible because I know I'm going to talk a lot about visual aspects and, of course, performance upgrades. But these are options that is currently possible, but might get confused because there is too much possible. Now, anyways, what I want to talk with you guys about today is my DeWalt Matisse, as you guys might already know a little bit. It's a car that has 56 horsepower since the last updates and upgrades. I currently have the sport filter on it. I have a custom-made exhaust, which is a side pipe, Dutch Challenger side pipe actually. But further, actually, there's not much of performance done to it. Now, the Dutch Challenger side exhaust is much bigger than the original DeWalt Matisse exhaust. So that's good, because if it's a little bit bigger, the engine is not going to get restricted. So I'm sure about this case that I have at least 2 or 3 horsepower only with my exhaust already. Now, that's actually what I have currently. But first of all, let's talk about the visual possibilities of my car. Now, of course, with visual possibilities, of course, like every auto tuner likes to do, is to do something about my tires, my rims. I currently have 13-inch rims with an ET offset of 40, and it's only 4.5 G. So that's pretty small. I can upgrade this to maximum 15 with a very, very nice rim size that I have seen. These are golden ones. And yes, I expose already a little bit of content, but these are things I'm thinking on to do. So, and with that said, also with semi-slicks W tires, W is the speed index, which is maximized up to 300 kilometers an hour. So I'm happy to that I can achieve that, but my car is not able to achieve that with its current powertrain or power plant. Now the other thing, of course, is a new spoiler. You know, like a Viper, so a very wide one and a little higher than just a simple basic stock spoiler that sort of comes from a factory when you have an SE edition like I have. But if you don't have the SE edition, you won't get the spoiler as well. Anyways, also I was thinking on angel eyes headlights, and of course with an angry look that's somehow customized. And I have to say that I don't know how they did it with customized things, at least with my headlights. So that's a little issue. Angel eyes would not be a big issue, but the angry look of the car, yeah, that's going to be a big issue. Besides that, of course, we should not forget the side skirts, front bumper, rear bumper, and maybe even a wide body kit. All these kind of things are nice features to the car. But of course, this is not all of it. These are all things that is possible currently. I have currently the possibility to do that. But I cannot choose because I have these wide possibilities. Performance-wise, which I think is also very important, but still I cannot choose, also because the car needs some visual aspects. So that's why I'm talking about it. Now, performance-wise, what do I think that's possible in performance? And what, of course, is for my budget currently reachable? Crazy enough, actually, I could swap my DeWalt Matisse 3-cylinder 52 horsepower engine out for a VR6, which has 135 horsepower, One, yes, it does saves me money. And two, of course, like everyone knows, it's a very unique engine and it sounds just, I mean, I'm not gonna say this is inappropriate language. I think you guys agree, but it's just fucking awesome, right? I mean, the VR6 engine from Volkswagen is just insane. So that's one. Engine swap to a VR6 2.8 liters, 135 horsepower to the wheel. But on the other side, I am not a person that actually can weld things. That's one big issue. The second thing is I don't have the stuff actually to hone everything and make the complete engine like it's rebuilt from the factory. Again, I'm not a mechanic, so I have to do with the things I have. Also, a engine stand is not something I have. So if I want to pull the engine up in the air and let it slowly down in the engine bay, is something currently not possible now. Also, if I buy that VR6 engine, by the way, it does cost 400 pounds, and I can tell you guys that easily, that's no problem. Currently my budget is 900. So, I mean, of course, 400 pounds for a VR6 is not much, but what can you expect? Are the heads good? Are the pistons good? Are the piston walls good? Is there any coolant leaks, oil leaks? So on, so on, so on. So everything you can imagine with an engine, what can be wrong? Because it's pretty cheap if we are gonna compare it to other VR6 engines that are currently available on eBay. Now, so that's making me really, really nervous. I mean, I would like to order it, but if I don't have actually all the stuff that I need to do this, also with some reserves, it's gonna be a little bit more difficult to do. So, could I buy the engine? Yes. Do I have the engine mounts and all the stuff that so everything can fit? No. So, and the problem is the Matisse is my only car. It's not my second car, so I only have one car to drive, and that's that. So, if I am gonna buy the VR6, and if I'm gonna take the engine that I have currently out, I have to make sure that it's already working. So, and I cannot assume that possibility. I am not 100% sure that that's gonna be. Now, if I would have $5,000 laying apart, I mean, who cares? Nobody would care too much because, I mean, you have still 4,600 left. So there's much reserves. That's not the case right now. But anyways, that was a possibility. Now, the other thing, and I'm talking then about the engine that I have currently still in there. I mean, I have asked around a lot, and I mean a lot. I have such for headers, and other pistons which are forged, oversized pistons, and all these kinds of stuff. You know, these crazy stuff, like you get way more horsepowers. But the reason why I would like to do a VR6 instead of just tuning my current car is because, yes, I can get oversized pistons, but no, I cannot get forged pistons. So that's a big issue. That's a giant issue, actually. Now, I can go oversized by 1 millimeter, which is, I think, personally not bad for a 3-cylinder car. And I estimate that on approximately 30 horsepower, maybe 40 each cylinder. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I mean, oversized pistons is also a performance upgrade that I can get. Also, I have asked I have asked one store in China, which is the only store in the complete world, so far I know, that have the headers for my car, for my 800cc 3-cylinder, and that is the Thunder exhaust. So the Thunder headers do not cost actually extremely much, especially when it comes from China. I mean, the quality looks pretty good, but that's another possibility, and I already have a graph for that. They sent me that, so that's pretty good. But I gain only with the headers untuned to the 2 horsepowers. Now, I mean, that's not much, of course, but every horsepower added to my car is something to move forward to. Now, the higher we can go, the better. The biggest thing, and that's something I'm also thinking of, but then I actually should already have done all of this, what I'm talking about, is a turbo setup. Now, I mean, with a turbo setup, you need a complete different kind of exhaust manifold or an exhaust adder. One of both, doesn't matter. But by adding a turbo, we have to think about reinforcing the chassis because, of course, I want to achieve lots of horsepower to my car. And I'm actually aiming at least for 150 up to 200. Yes, that's much. But the guy that actually already achieved 120, which is Boost Freaks here on YouTube, he achieved 130 actually. He texted me that private, and he does not even have headers. So, because sometimes you have to really search around very good to find these things. Now, turbo setup, yeah, okay, I mean, it's always possible, of course. Untuned, I already have seen that, and I already got information from Boost Freaks that I can go approximately up to 0.4 bar boost pressure with the turbo on it, with nothing done, so no chip tuning, no nothing, just default map, nothing done to it, nothing done in the fuel tank, so my fuel filter is default and all that kind of, a fuel pump I mean, is all default. So, I mean, I think personally the turbo setup would be a very good achievement to gain some horsepowers. But to do that, I have, of course, to reinforce the chassis a bit, which I cannot, because then you have to weld if you want to do it correctly, and I cannot weld. So I have to do, I need someone that can do it for me. On the other side, the stock intake manifold is something different to change. I was thinking to make something for it so I can build some ITBs on it. So building ITBs, so individual throttle bodies, on a 3-cylinder car is extremely rare. So these are things you have to customize yourself. And I think I'm gonna leave that actually in the mid, because that's not something I have seen already on a 3-cylinder. I mean, I'm not even talking about my Matis, but 3-cylinder overall, I have never seen a 3-cylinder car with already, ITBs on it, with those trumpets. Yeah, I mean, the Porsche does have it from the factory, but, I mean, yeah, they have 2 times 3, make 6 cylinders. So, yeah, I mean, that's not 3 only. So, yeah, I mean that. But if I want to do the turbo setup, I need also to do something on the fuel pump. I need to do something on the oil pump. I need to do something on the injectors, which I can get for a 2-liter Opel car. That these injectors should fit into the Matisse, but if I want to do that, I already have to make sure that my ECU can be mapped. If not, I'm stuck in the middle of the road. Or I need a standalone ECU, which is a little bit more difficult, of course, because my car is a 3-cylinder, 52 horsepower, it's very small. So getting a standalone or a racing chip for it is way more difficult than I actually was thinking that was possible. So, I mean, these are all kinds of possibilities, and trust me, I'm not even done yet here. But, I mean, we are already on 40 minutes now, and as said already, I mean, these are all kinds of possibilities that I can currently do. Now, it are a lot of things, guys, but what I would like is that you guys are gonna think by yourself, what should I do? I mean, also, I need some gauges. I need some gauges like the oil pressure gauge. I need a coolant temperature gauge. I need a voltage gauge, all these kind of things, and of course from Defi, because they have those buzzers, and I think it makes it way more important. I mean, if you have your eyes on the road and something is going on with your oil pressure because you have a leak in the oil pan, that's very good, because I get notified by the buzzer, so I don't have to look on the gauge itself instantly. Of course, you are going to look to it, but not that extreme. or not that often actually. Now, these are all kinds of things, guys. I mean, if you have possibilities that think from, hey, yeah, I think that's really cool to your car, maybe you can do that. I mean, don't think too long. Just write that down in the comment section, because I'm really thinking what to do here. Now, and I'm gonna show you guys what I have currently on my eyes for the Matisse. Actually, the rim that I would like to get. This one is from Full Car Tuning. So that one is from Full Car Tuning, and actually, sadly enough, only it will be in stock again on 1 December, which is almost my birthday. And those rims are gonna go together with these tires. Now, of course, Nankang is Chinese, like we all know, but as you guys can see already right over there, semi-slick. That's very important to me. Oh yeah, and by the way, this is the W, as you can see here in the blue. Come on. Okay, there we go. There you can see it, of course. There's the 89W. And the W is for more than 270 kilometers an hour. So, I mean, of course, I'm not going to achieve in any kind of way the 270 kilometers an hour or above, but are semi-slicks, and these are meant for, I mean, driving like an idiot like me. So I think they will suit me fine. Now, I mean, I could also go for the V, but I think that does not make too much changes. I want to get as much as I can performance proof for later. Anyways, guys, this was a pretty large video, and I mean, I'm a little bit over time, so let me really know in the comment section down below what should be nice to my car. And by the way, if you have something laying around that you think, hey, this might really fit well for your car, let me know that as well. I would appreciate that, of course, and in case if that's gonna be true, you will get a shout out for sure. Of course, for the credits that you are doing for the channel. Anyways, guys, I'm currently going to chill a little bit with my little kitty cat here. So, my kitten. I have a very young kitten. So, I think I should care for her. I think she will need something to eat and to drink. And of course, I am gonna look into it, what I'm gonna do with the car. Because, I mean, I don't really know. I hope you guys can help me out with this. Anyways, guys, this was it. This was the video for now. Still, the video of the EGR is coming up, because I have not started it yet, so I have to see when I'm gonna be busy with that, because I'm also running out of recording time. I have only 4 minutes left, so yeah, I mean, it's a good thing to clean up some space and make sure that video is gonna be online on Sunday. If not, of course, in any way we will turn on Sunday, as always, gonna be a video available, as you guys know for me. Anyways, guys, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like this video, and this was Tuning Dutchy. I hope I see you guys the next time, and in any case, if you are here in the Netherlands, then I can say in the Dutch words, ik hoop dat ik je eens een keer zie. Anyways, guys, see you guys the next time.